Well, hello, fellow book lovers. If you're new here, my name is Letty, and if you're not, welcome back. Today, I have a little impromptu video. I wasn't planning on getting this video up today, but I was inspired because Book of the Month recently posted their April selections. So I'm gonna go over the selections that they have for their main picks, and also, just in case you're not familiar with Book of the Month, if you don't have it, but you'd like to know more about it, I'm gonna give y'all a little breakdown. So Book of the Month is a monthly book subscription box, and you get 1 credit per month for $16.99. There are different payment plans, which I will go over in a little bit. However, I do want to let you know, typically your first book is $9.99 once you first sign up, but they have a special going on right now. You can get your first book for $5 if you use the code PASTEL at checkout. So wanted to let y'all know that. Of course, double check that. This video should be live on Friday the 5th, but just double check on the website. It should still be active then. I'm assuming it's for like a springtime thing. The reason why I wanted to give a little breakdown on how Book of the Month works in addition to showing you all the picks is because usually the only time people talk about Book of the Month on the platform is when it's a sponsorship, which no hate towards that. I love it if a creator can get a sponsorship, especially Book of the Month. I mean, this video is obviously not sponsored, but I wanted to give a little bit more information than just the normal script you would hear. So on the first of every month is when their main selections go live on their website. You can also get their app. Sometimes they go up early, so always make sure to check a few days before the first. And usually they have between 5 and 7 main selections. So they offer all sorts of different genres. They have romance, thrillers, mysteries, they have sci-fi, horror, fantasy, YA, literary fiction, historical fiction, memoirs. So how it works is you get the 1 credit per month, and then you can choose one of the main selections for your book of the month. This month they had 7 selections, so I will go over those now. The first one is Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth. This is a thriller. This is a repeat author and an early release. Sometimes you will get an early release, which is really cool. And so you'll see the cover photo, and then underneath you'll have a quick synopsis. When a body turns up under their former foster home, 3 sisters must confront their past to keep their names clear. And then when you click on the cover photo, it will open it up to the full synopsis and a review. And you'll also get this little good to know section, which is really cool. For this one, it shows psychological, LGBTQ+ themes, multiple viewpoints, and a non-linear timeline. And when you scroll down, some of them will have a content warning. For example, this one has, "This book contains scenes that depict child abuse." And then also, most of them tend to have a preview of the writing as well. And the second one is How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong, and this is romance. 2 writers with plenty of shared history end up staffed on the same TV show. Can they write themselves a new ending? And the good to know on this one is movie-ish, writer's life, salacious, and enemies to lovers. And content warning on this one says that this book contains mentions of self-deletion. The third pick is All We Were Promised by Ashton Lattimore, and this is historical fiction. Pre-Civil War Philadelphia brings together 3 Black women fighting for abolition in this emotionally riveting drama. The good to know shows multiple viewpoints, family drama, social issues, and female friendships. This one has no content warnings. And the fourth pick is The Wives by Simone Gorindo, and this is a memoir. Movingly exploring friendship, love, and community, this memoir peers into the unique, tight-knit world of army wives. Good to know states emotional, marriage issues, 400+ pages, and war. No content warnings on this one. And this next one I was so happy to see because it was just on my anticipated releases list for April, so I added it to my box and got it immediately. And that is Dragon Fruit by Makia Lucier, and this is a YA fantasy. I mean, isn't that cover just stunning? I love it. I can't wait to see it in person. Hop aboard, we're embarking on a proper adventure with dragons, pirates, island myths, and epic second chances. The good to know on this states action-packed, underdog, magical, and nature. No content warning on this one. So once again, I'm just giving the quick synopsis. You can go onto the website and you can look at the full synopsis if you want more details on these books. So the next one is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and this is romance. Abby Jimenez returns with a rom-com possessing all the fun of a summer fling and the emotional richness of true love. The good to know states 400+ pages, family drama, multiple viewpoints, and female friendships. This one has no content warnings. And the last one is The Husbands. I wonder if they did that on purpose because earlier there was The Wives. It's kind of funny. So The Husbands is by Holly Gramazio, and this is a literary fiction. Not satisfied with your current husband? Just direct him back up to the attic. We'll send down a nice replacement ASAP. That kind of sounds like Stepford Wives a little bit. And the good to know states light read, quirky, LGBTQ plus themes, and salacious. No content warnings on this one. Now let's say you're not interested in any of the main selections that they have. You can scroll down to the end of the page and they will have not interested in this month's books, and there'll be a hyperlink to click on Members Faves. And there, when you click on that, you will have maybe 5 to 7 additional books that have been member favorites from the previous month. So these vary month to month. So if you don't like any of the main picks, you can choose one of those, which I think is really great because let's say you find out later that, oh, I've heard really good reviews about this one book. I'm going to go ahead and get that now. Sometimes you can end up getting it that way. Now let's say you don't want any of the 5 to 7 main picks or any of the 5 to 7 member faves. You can just skip and your credit will roll over to the next month. So how the credits work, again, is $16.99 a month. You do pay tax, however, shipping is included, so that's really nice. It does ship USPS, so it's only available in the US, and they just recently added Canada, so I'm sorry if you're across the pond, it's not available for you. That could have to do with shipping, customs, also covers tend to be different. There's also a couple other options because if you are an audiobook listener, you can choose that option instead. You can pick an audiobook instead of a hardcover. So just in case I forgot to mention it, you get a brand new hardcover. They're not special editions or anything like that, but they're pretty good quality, and even you have a brand new hardcover that's about half the price of the MSRP. So if you want to do 2 audiobooks a month, they have a plan specifically for that. It's $14.99 a credit, and you get 2 credits a month. So basically you get 2 audiobooks for $14.99 each a month. And if you want to go ahead and do hardcovers for the whole year, you can do it all at once for 12 credits, and that is $13.99 a credit. And then once you pick your books, it ships within 2 to 4 days. And you'll receive it in this nice pretty blue box, and then also you'll get a bookmark each time. And every time they say something different. Now, what's really nice about Book of the Month are the perks they have depending on your status. So once you have 3 boxes shipped to you, you get upgraded to friend status. And what that means is you can have up to 2 add-ons each month for $11.99 each. Again, you'll pay tax, but shipping is still included because it would be shipped with your main book. So the key to that is an add-on to one of the main picks. So you can't skip a main book and then get add-ons. That makes sense? But let's say you pick a main one and you find 2 other books that you want to get, you can get each of those for $11.99. And then once you have 12 boxes shipped to you, you become BFF. That's what I am. I've been a member since 2022. And so then you get 4 add-ons you can do for $11.99 each. And you get sent this really nice canvas tote bag. Oh, not with cat hair. That was added by me. And it has this book pocket here in the front. It's a pretty nice size. It's all open. It's not zippered, the main compartment, but it does have a zippered pocket on the inside here. This came in really handy when I went to the library book sale. I was able to put my phone and my snacks right here for easy access. And then in the zippered pocket on the inside, I put my keys and my wallet in there so I didn't need to bring an extra purse. And then I stacked up my books inside the bag. Another really cool perk about being in that BFF status is you get a free birthday book. So your birthday month, you get an extra credit and you get to pick a book for free. Now let's say you don't want any books for that month. Again, your credit will roll over to the next month and it'll just keep rolling over. And in addition to that, you also get a free Book of the Year book. So every year they collect all their favorite books for the year, and they do pick one main winner. Last year it was Abby Jimenez, yours truly. But I think they had 3 or 4 other picks. I think The Wishing Game was one, Wayward was one, and then the one that I picked was None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. What is kind of funny is I almost included this as an add-on the month before, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just wait a minute. I'm glad I did because I ended up getting this for free the next month. And just to show you what I ended up getting last month, In addition to that free book of the year, this was my main pick, Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh. This is a thriller. I did read this, so this will be in my upcoming March wrap-up, as will None of This Is True. I read that last month, so that will be in my upcoming wrap-up. And then I got this add-on for $11.99, and this is Evil Eye by Etaf Room. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. It's a Palestinian author. I'm looking forward to reading this later this month. And there's a couple other perks you get as well being a BFF. You get 20% off their Blue Box Boutique, which is their online store. It has like bookish enamel pins and things like that. And then you also get a private member services line. Now, I've never had to use it personally, but from what I've heard from other people, they've had really positive experiences with customer service. So it sounds like if you ever need anything, they'll take good care of you. There's a couple other things that you can do on their website or the app. You can create a TBR shelf or a to be read shelf. So when you have a book, there will be this little flag to the right of it, and if you click on that, it will make it blue, and it will add it to your TBR shelf section. So you just go in the main menu and then go to your to be read. It will just have all your books there, which is really nice because then when you go to do add-ons, you can just go directly to your TBR shelf and add them to your box from there. You don't have to enter it and search each time. And speaking of that, for looking for books, you can either look by the month and year. It will show you each of the books that were the main releases for that month and year. Or you can look by category, the different genres, or you can search by author name or title. You can also rate and review the books. You used to be able to do this on the website, but now they've changed it and you have to do it through the app. And also, once you get an account, you will get your own referral code, and so that way when people use it, you get a free book credit. So this is what I ordered this month and will be on the way to me soon. And again, I picked Dragon Fruit. I'm so excited to get that book. And I also did an add-on of First Light Wins, which is a thriller. And I've heard pretty good things about this so far, so I hope I like it too. So again, this is not sponsored, but I will have my referral code in the description and the pinned comment. No pressure, it's just there if you want to use it, and if you do, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So I hope you found this helpful, but if you have any questions, please let me know and I'd be happy to help. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.